because if you notice, Twitter already doing it, and the Twitter is inspiration for these pictures.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you can hear me. Good. Yeah, I think I was going. These are the frustrations that I had, the same as you, Bavika, about the language, the questions that all over the place, and that's, as Mayor said, why we're doing the category screens to make it a little bit more customized. I think for each user. So it's the language. The language is super frustrating me because I didn't understand anything that was going on the app. And it's my app. So that was one of the things. The second thing is, as you said, customize categories. But is that enough to get users to come to use Blinkr? I think that's the question I have. I think the badge system will help that we're trying to implement. I think the leagues will help. But yeah, go on.
There is no we figure out how we can get the users of the animation to those competition where we are giving purposes. So what happens is the competition content people are sending out post the links of the application. So once the competition ends, they just disappear. So no one is posting, no one is doing anything.
If it has your brand, it has working. I think thank you a lot of time. I think you will understand properly like about the application. And that I would not it can happen.
Absolutely, it
So
happens. No,
we
it's a very valid point. I think that's an extremely valid point that you go on there and it's so random that you just like don't understand what's happening here. How do we solve that? How do we get? How do we get? How do we? How do we figure it out? That's the billion-dollar question, right? What can we do to make it?
exactly like this.
No, please go ahead.
Also, like this, some background we can add. I don't know how to say that, but we can add something like okay, so like okay, these questions are valid or something like that. But not random questions and random, random to be a random questions.
So I tried one of the rules that I implemented in the last competition, which tried to avoid these. There were three. The first competition was completely random, right? The second competition, I tried to put in some regulations that kind of kept the competition more concise. So the first thing I did was say, hey, you have to ask 7 questions a day. Now, what with the 7 questions, you had to get 2 replies from humans in those questions, right? So what I was saying is that don't ask random questions, ask questions that mean things to you, right? So that's what I hope that would do. It would bring good, high quality questions. The problem that happened again is that people would just answer anything because they want to get points for answering, they want to get points for asking question, and it just became again people just asking instead of what we really wanted to do was have people ask interesting questions about their lives, people just asking questions that you know weren't really doing much for the app. And I think
Yes.
Um, and that's the problem, right? That's the problem we're having. That's the problem that is going on. Is what features, well, not only what, yeah. I mean, I guess what features we can do, can we have that kind of stop this? And how do we make it interesting for AJ, for example, and you now, and Suraj to go back and use the app every day? I don't have the answer. Does anyone have the answer?
Why the why they use the Facebook, why the use one the LinkedIn, why we go back to it.
There's
The first thing there, so definitely we are clicking. And what else is there? If we are able to do that, I think
See, main reason people use Instagram or Facebook or Reddit or whatever. I mean, obviously you can just post anything. You can just scroll over there. You just have an algorithm to do the best post that fits your interest, right? Of course, that's what keeps user attention. So I know Blinkr does not have an algorithm that promotes. Actually, yeah, if anything, algorithm that promotes questions to people with actually interest.
I
I
think
think that's just too popular.
no, nothing is far fetched. Nothing is far fetched. We've got to do it. If it's what it makes it $1 billion, then we've got to. I don't even know how to do an algorithm though. How do you build an algorithm? Does anyone know?
like we are executing that is also one aspect. But if we want, we can implement in that way with a user data. Lots of users. Like, we need to figure out how what users are liking, and we can rank those posts. If that is necessary, we can try to do and start implementing that.
Could we not just remove the emojis and put one thumbs up and one thumbs down, or one thumbs up and the other's not interested? And then we start to understand the users.
There is a lot of places to change based on the AI thing, based on the reply. We can see based on when people stop on a particular post or open the particular post. There are multiple like various things we can do. If we want to implement it, we can start starting that.
There's so much we can do. There's so much that we have to do. But what we really have to do is decide what the next steps are instead of going back and forth and changing, right? So we're definitely putting a category screen in. We're definitely putting a league in. We're definitely putting badges in, right? Now, the chat, we haven't decided, but we've got it there. So we're going to launch it at the same time, right? Now we all have to come together and say, right, is that enough for people to use it every day? Do we think the badge system and the league system is going to make people interested in coming every day? Maybe yes, maybe no. We might have to question the fact that are we doing what we're doing in Blinker the right mission, i.e., people asking questions only, and that's all we're allowing on the app, right? Do we start to make it entertaining as well? Do we start looking at people posting videos or AI or, not AI in particular, but videos, entertainment, and leaving them on the app for people to just scroll? What did the word AJ use? Doom scroll? Yeah, that's the key, right? To get people to do. Now, the whole point of Blinker was that it was meant to be informative scrolling, not mindless scrolling. So, I don't know. Do we allow people to post educational content? Like, here's a video on this, but that becomes YouTube. I don't know. I don't have. I wish I had the answer.
I'd say I hope for a lot of users.
Eh,
Okay, I think like what is our probably like I don't know, once a week or on the okay, if I'm gonna open the app for at one time ask myself stay on the app, stay on the app. Okay, if I can open the app, but if just to watch videos or look at other people's posts, like, something not about be about that and I don't see you. But then again, I know selling point is you ask questions that you get to if you go there, go. Then if people post it, it's gonna become another social media. Skype at the demo.
Yeah.
So we allow people to post anything, but then we do our we try our identity, but we're very niche. But I think I go. I mean, why not? Let's try become better social media. We could become something that makes it. Or we could just keep both. We could keep the social media, but we can keep the questions. You know,
It could be a hybrid, right? You can ask questions and you can post informative videos.
What I'm thinking is that let let the Kamal record a video as an expert, and we can put we can have the tab like next to the expert live, and when we choose like Kamal's video, and below we can have the chat, uh, and then we should implement the batch system. So let's get these two things live on application, and then we can decide next path. We can keep the chart somewhere, maybe next to the ranking. We can have the like category chat, and if people use it, we will keep it. If not, then we will get rid of that.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think the first step is as you said, we need to do we need to do the categories, we need to do the badges. A league, we can do leagues for each category, right?
It's not necessary maybe to do for each category, but for now we have this current implementation where we add for all categories, right?
Okay, so what you're saying is that we run a competition that says it doesn't matter which category you post in as long as you're posting to start with.
Right, and people are actually doing and visiting, right? So ultimately, we can like analyze this implementation is working or not, because because rather than always because something more
So
like
would we remove the all categories screen and just let people figure out so you can't see all the categories, all the blinks in one place, and that way it would force people to choose a category.
and
So when they create the link, we need to give them a category option, right? We give them a category option. Yeah,
already before
we have that already, but we need to allow them to have only one category option. Right now, we give them multiple category options, and they cannot. Yeah, let's move that down to one category, right?
yeah,
When they post. So our new competition is going to be based on people coming in, having different categories to post in, having a badge system. So we implement the badge system at the same time, and running a 2-week competition to see how people react to having individual categories. And the language, yeah, and we'll have the language in there as well, and a chat. But what's the point of, we'll just see if people are using it.
and they question.
Yeah.
and where they can some that we are feeling. So instead, I can just put it in our chat that maybe you can take the more points on this. That
I mean, we could do, hey, double points fashion category today. Double points sports category.
yeah, where we are just three categories. One category, one
Mm. I want to make this exciting. I want to make people want to go on it, right?
inside that in question answer format, we are not seeing that. But but if you can create that was the practice and people join, you can actually go to the notification. Like you are also group. If there are a lot of you can see all those
Yeah, so we need notifications saying there's movement in the chat. Come to the chat.
chat, they will come into the application. They will see that people are posting and points are posting.
What it will say in the chat every time someone does something. What why would they go to the chat? What was that? What you would say, oh, Mayor posted it in the sports category.
Let's see. I am mostly discussing on
Yeah.
I'm saying that this way for an situation how to earn point or what to ultimate motivation of application in that
In that
category.
category.
So we can just go like match happening. People will start talking about this match. So we can like promote the ads on that all day we can randomly who is gone away or something like
No, that's interesting. So live game. Sure.
keeping the environment as a
Mm.
motivation. Like their rules like only like any question easily remove
Mm.
if some the only option we have
You can't delete. If you block that person, will it delete all their old chats?
there is no like
Mm. Mm.
but another server is not
Mm. Ah. AJ, does that make it exciting? Does it make it interesting? I don't know.
or actually
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure that Mayor, we can find a AI moderator of some sort or something. I'm looking at Yeah, there is. Yeah, if anyone, just please suggest. If anyone knows, yeah, yeah.
There are pages also moderate the or we eventually
Still not exciting enough. Getting there, but it's not exciting enough still. We need people to log in. We need people to be excited about logging into Blinkr. We need people to like get on there and think, wow, this is actually interesting. I'm actually enjoying stuff.
like you are
Yeah, the badges is a great step. The badges is a great step to get people, but you need, don't forget one of the things that you really need to do is show those badges nicely as well. Right? Let me go to browse all.
thing is that maybe badges
Yeah, that's yeah. The badges we can do a lot. The badges are exciting, sure. I like the idea of the badges. I just want people like AJ to say, "Oh, you know what? Let me check Blinker this morning. Let me get up and have a look at Blinker and what's going on." Right? Why do people get up and check Instagram? Why do people get up and check AJ, what do you check first thing in the morning? Huh?
I don't know my email.
Your email, that's the first thing you check, email. What about anything, any social media platform you go to?
WhatsApp.
What WhatsApp, Instagram, you and Suraj?
mostly take nice like the thing is badge like
AJ, you don't need to put up your hands. Just talk when no one's talking. No, just talk.
Okay, we can implement like
That's interesting. Like they record a video of asking something like, guys, what the hell's going on with the war in Iran? What do you guys think? Right? Something like that. And people can reply to it with the chat.
unpopular pizza, what do you so make how people disapprove?
So hang on a minute. We might have something there in the sense that you have a section that says hot take, however we label it. We allow people to post videos with those kind. It has to be a video, and the only way people can reply is using the chat that Mayor attaches to that question, so everyone can see those answers to that video. And we have a section of just videos just for those hot takes. No, the whole point is you go there and you see someone asking that question, and it's fun because you're like, "Oh, this guy is looking at pineapple on pizza. I wanna watch this video. Am I interested? Let me see the chat, what people." No, because what we have as Blinker is questions, right? Like more what's happening in Blinkr is that these questions are a little bit more serious that's going on, but hot takes are completely stupid things, and people have to record a video. Well, that's what we so now, Mayor, we say, hey, do a hot take video, you get 5 points in the competition. Maybe it's only one hot take, or one every 12 hours, or maybe whatever it is. One category per video, and the person's video that we choose, how are we gonna do the choice though? AJ, go back to you. You were thinking about this. If you had a tab on the blinker that says these are the hot takes, right? There's the category questions which people ask. Let's say the sports one. So the sports one, you'd have sports. You would have a tab that said hot takes. You go there. How, how, how many do you like to see in one day? Would it be one video, multiple videos, as many videos as you can scroll? Huh?
I'd say multiple. I get it. People go there,
Yeah.
because you can't. And it's really good.
Yeah.
The time,
I think that's a great idea.
I
What
swear.
they can't really over the I mean, it's a chat in the end. I mean, they're not gonna go physical. And we can't upload files and they can't upload things, so it's a very simple chat, a human chat. Mayor, that's not a bad thing. You have to do it. Well, it could be a section, right? It could be a section under that that said hot takes. And if people choose the category hot takes, it goes there. And if our moderators think it's not a hot take, they'll change the category back to where it's supposed to be. It works perfectly. Neat.
Even I think more than whatever we have for the category.
Agreed.
where this need to add, I just added it up. Add the badge and
Well, the badge and leagues, well, the rankings, when we have the league, we'll move rankings to league, right? So that when we do the competition, that will go there.
we need to convert to the subject. Instead of this, it's the
Which one? Oh, on hot take. Yeah, we could do it there. And and when people are posting, we could do hot takes. Yeah. Where did you post that, AJ? Is that in our chat? In the WhatsApp? Let's have a look.
I mean, these are ideas regardless.
There are a lot of
We just add it as a category and we add it as the top. I think as we've been doing, right?
talking something like that much as far as bad reviews.
No, but the hot takes should be, as he said, the fun things. The more non-serious, the hey, I like pineapple on my pizza. What do you guys think? Hey, I think hey, I think Indian weddings are too long. You should only. Yeah, but the whole point is it's only one question. You can only see those answers in the chat because they're not going to be written, right? Hmm. But that's the whole point of the chat, no? The whole chat point is that anyone that can get on there can have a fight anyway, no matter what which way you do it. So if someone and if we see that it's getting a lot of flow, we can go check it and delete the question if it's becoming a problem, and that kills the chat. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we have moderators. No, the whole point of the moderating team is that they look at the questions and see if they're good enough. If they find it's not good enough or clear enough, they delete it. That's what I'm paying them for. No? Yeah. We just have a category hot take and we competition for hot takes. Yeah. Monetization is an issue. Boom, boom, boom. We need to monitor. Yeah, I'm paying for everything. AJ. I'm running out of money. Well, I'm paying the marketing team. I'm paying the moderation team. I'm paying you guys. I'm paying everyone. No one's paying me. I've got 3 kids, and there's no one going to school these days because of these bloody bombs and stuff. So everyone's at home eating twice as much, drinking twice as much, electricity's twice as much. That's why I'm trying to get funding. So the expert flow. AJ, if someone asked you to pay $1 to be in the competition and be able to post, would you do it? Yeah. You no, you pay $1. If, It's too early now, right?
we can talk about $1 part of is a part of it, and this can work. However,
We'd have to pay out more. I think we'd have to pay out more though. 120, $60, $30, $25, $20, and three tens. And how do we collect that $1? Is Stripe set up to collect? Yeah. Yeah, Sumana's earned so much. Okay, the problem is, what if only 10 people pay that dollar? Does that mean 10 people are gonna be the chance to win 300?
like $28, 20.
And we pay the fees to Stripe. And we gotta give people the reason, also a notification that they paid the $1. So a gold tick or something next to their name shows their competition entries.
I mean, that's not good. Will business laws
add words to post, someone post something word, and based on the word they give, kind of like golden word, use it and like golden word.
You are talking about application. So the new people can find
Like instead of posting only when the like that converts and you can buy a word also with so like let's say and give out
you're talking about subscription model.
No, he's talking about where you can buy and give out roses and stuff, but he's saying give out award. Like when you see a good question, you can give out an award which gives them a coin. So you're buying presents in a way for people.
We like on TikTok, we have already have the the creator, they have the influence. People are very based on their person. But in our case, we don't have the personality.
Yeah, not yet, because we haven't built the power users. Because that's why the badge system helps, right? We can add power users. We can add so you get to find out who the top users are. Mm. Yeah, I mean that's how he does it, right? That's how Mr. Beast does it, is giving away money. I mean, let's be honest. When he monetizes his videos, he makes more money from monetizing his videos so he can give the money away. We need to get to that point. So we need people to come back to our app. I think monetizing the competition is a bit early. I think we can monet I think we do one more competition with all the new features for free. But
Start having pay for the
yeah, I don't know what the law is against that, by the way. You I don't know what taking money to give out money. I think in the UAE that would be banned. I think that's considered, almost like a Ponzi scheme because you're asking people to put in money or a lottery, which is, obviously not allowed. And I don't know in India as well what the
it's like it to be a part of the event.
yeah, if you look at it like that, yeah, the prize money has nothing to do with mm, mm.
Like we are not doing it scam, right? What are you honestly giving out it? Look, people are actually it will
Mm. And what happens in a competition area where people haven't paid? What do they do? Like,
is that if
but then we lose all our momentum because if we don't get 100 people, we look like idiots, and we might as well close down. Ah, right, I'm getting hungry, and I think, my brain is being a little bit fried right now. Um, let's reconvene. Let's look at the categories, the badges, the languages. Let's look at the hot take, and let's run a normal competition, um, with some with the hot takes to see if people can get on the hot takes for more points, right? Um, monetization, um, expert flow is the only thing we can monetize on, right now. What do you want me to record a video of? I mean, I record videos on YouTube all the time, big, long videos about well, we can record it on YouTube Live and say, "Hey, you're asking me questions, I'm answering." We post it on there and saying, "Hey, people, would you like to ask questions in the live chat to Kamal?" Yeah, it'd be a video, right? I'll send it to you, and you figure out a way of putting it on there as a under expert. I don't know. I'm just not sure I'm the right person to do it. I think you might want someone Indian. Um, yeah, it's not a problem. I'm just trying to think what ugh, issue is monetization. No, it's there. We just but we me and you need to test the expert flow first properly. I need to put some money into the system. I need to ask you a question. You need to answer it and send it back. That's what we need to do. Yep. When that's ready, let me know. We'll do a test. Just me and you. Then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with it from there. Let's just make sure how the money goes in the system, how the money sits in the system, how the money flows to you, how you can take it out. See what happens. Yeah, that's fine, but let's just make sure it all works, even manually. Yeah, let's once that flow is done, then we can figure out how to do it. How how then we can promote it, right? Then we can get people on there. Then we go how we get people on there is a different question, but we can get people on there. At the moment, we don't even know if it works to get people on there. Mm, that's long too long. No, we need a competition before then. We need a competition. We need but the expert flow is not part of the competition. We need the other ones, categories, the badges, language, the hot takes. And then at the same time, we need the expert flow to test. Okay? So much to do. We need people like AJ, Bavika looking and going to the app every day. That's our goal. That's what we need to figure out. How do we get people going to the app every day? Maybe even the layout of the app is not nice. Maybe the pink and the black needs to be changed. I don't know. You pl-
Add some color. Add, I think it is.
Aggressive.
I think we should add some other color.
Okay. I would love to hear your suggestions. I would love you to think about it and say, hey, maybe the black background shouldn't be, maybe it should be a white background, anything that you can do.
I'll check with.
All right. Maybe even allow users to customize their own backgrounds. Like give them a set of three they can use: black and pink, white and blue, white and green, or something.
Yes, this is a good option.
Yeah.
Wait, hold your.
Yeah. We making up the ideas. You have to make them, Mayor. That's your problem, not us. Yeah, I know. That's why I told you you need more people, more money, more people. The app is. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why you're coming.
Searching things is all you have the more with code basically. I mean, what I'm saying is currently what is the percent what when there will be like million code base 10,000 and now we are yeah,
Yeah, let's go. I need to go eat anyway. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. We'll be in touch. Yeah, let's all stay in touch and chat. Bye, guys. Bye, bye, bye.